not sure if this went through to the recording, so I'm going to re-record it. So, journeys through into the present seemed heretofore never having existed. The very window-side table around which we were presently huddled, as well as its relative incongruence with the strangely interwoven currencies of coinage livelihoods on the side of that very insane window alongside us, was not a place that licensed its own precocious juxtapositions from some heretofore tailor-made game of chance. It was within the matchstick pretense of a jigsaw puzzle pieced together past all that had never come to pass. Time and place, in other words, knew us not. What did seem to know us was something best by its own incongruence described as a mythologia, stamped shelters furnishing a Homeric Grecian frameworks knitting together from articulations of habitude, knowing not the interior vertebrae that would 1,000-fold decades heretofore piece together from a tentative past without the master workability paragraphically fusing into originated dialogue back and forth between the same dialect father and son ship's landscape, with interior monologue universally particular to the human pursuit of the individuations of post-Shakespearean divided self that would have chosen to inherit from its confluence of their relativization of Hegelian otherworld and convolutions of following cosmology of literatures, that instead of bearing the love's labors of their solitary pen, chance eventuality afterwarding with its own ugly prohibitions, 40 days and nights of torrential rains, portents of post-structural future economy suited to abstain the Hegelian alternate conjunctive stratagems prefacing Christ to Shakespeare pre-Kierkegaardian extensionismic self-interior searchlight harbor worlds that gave up instead the ghost of a much saner eventuality, crossroading the artistic moment of transcendence and preferring for humanity's collectivized annihilation of its own individual heterodoxus, according no encyclopedic definitives, according, I have that in brackets, and post-industrial higher abuse of the sun, the earth, and the moon's tripartite orbitude, yin and yang back and forth into a climax of genocidal word-for-word interpretives ill regarding the primal evil heritage cub clawing its future dream structural anthology, searching in and out of horrifically illegitimized and humanly humanly innate conscience of the anti-collective transubstantiation, understood its own Christ in its own way, booked out of interior bonfires, pilgrim, jingoistical, and Caliban merit, King Richard thirdizations toward the moment in time when one human being choosing dialogue with the other self over monologue and heritization of absolutized interpretives of patriarchal self contra castrations of fatherhood hating with self-shame, the matriarchal unity some would call the dove of sacred truth. And so another confluence of three came to battle their own inherited unity of the older Testament crossroad, bridging myth and myths orally passed generation to generation, interpretations made blatantly superstitional through abstracting the Joycean moment of dialogue with the concurring moment of cinematically described Proustian similitude of theoretic divergence, wherein an absent 13th man would stand cloaked in the mists of nameless mystery. Yet in many ways within the same unified circle of 12, we were all four of us witnesses to a world order, both father and son of the matriarchal and maternal soliloquy, choosing a self-interpretation unstitched into unity by punctualized processes of thought, feared its own coming to pass, prefigured by a milkwood midwife stretching back through the umbilical cord of the all religions as one and same, each as prefiguring identically realized mythologies. And that's part 2 of a work in progress. I will continue